Question number 5: a cellular phone salesman is offered two types of remuneration. The first type is represented by the following table of values. Okay, so if he sells, he makes 10 sales, he gets a monthly salary of $10.20. If he makes 20 sales, $1,320. 30 sales, $1,620. The second type is represented by the following graph, as we can see right here. For a certain number of phones sold, he will have the same salary regardless of which type of salary is offered. What is that salary? Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get an equation for each one. All right, so first from the table of values, I'm going to figure out my A and then my B, and then I'll have the equation. All right, so step one is find the A. So I'm just going to use my first 2 points. So I'm going to say this right here is going to be my delta Y. So delta Y is going to be 1320 take away 1020. Okay, that's like 320 take away 20 is 300. All right, and the delta X is going to be 20 take away 10. Okay, which is 10. So our slope is going to be delta Y over delta X is going to be 300 over 10, so that's going to be 30. Okay, and then we just have to find the B. So we know the equation is going to be Y is equal to AX plus B. And so Y is going to be, the A is 30, so 30X plus B. And I'm just going to plug in 2 values, and it doesn't matter which value. I'm going to take the first one because it has a 10 in it, and 10 is a fun number to work with. So when X is equal to 10, Y is equal to 1020. So I'm going to replace the Y with 1020 is equal to 30 times 10, which is 300, plus B. So we end up with 1020 is equal to 300 plus B. I'm going to subtract 300 from both sides to get B alone. So minus 300 from the right-hand side, so minus 300 from the left-hand side. And that makes 720. Let's double check that. Is our B. So our equation is Y is equal to 30X plus 720. Okay? So he's getting a base salary of $720 a month, plus he's getting $30 times his sales, times the number of sales. All right? For the graph, now we know that the B is going to be equal to 0, okay, because it's passing through the origin. So right away, I'm going to do this one in blue. So right away we know that B is equal to 0. And the slope, you can read it right off of here. Delta Y, it's going up by 60. So delta Y is equal to 60, and our delta X is equal to 1. Okay, so you can see the rise and run just from this little triangle right here. From this little triangle here, you can see the delta Y and the delta X. Okay, you can do a much larger triangle and it'll look better, but there we go. So we know our slope is going to be 60 over 1, which is 60. So right away from here, I can find the slope. So my A is delta Y over delta X, which is going to be 60 over 1, which is 60. And my B is equal to 0, so we get Y is equal to 60X. Okay? So we have 2 equations, and we want to find when they're making the same salary. So I'm just going to use my replacement. I'm just going to replace the Y in the first equation with 60X. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to say, I'm going to take these 2 equations and put them together, and I'm going to say that 60X is equal to 30X plus 720. I'm going to subtract 30X from both sides, and that gives me 30X is equal to 720. Yeah, let me write that. I'm actually subtracting 30X from both sides. Okay, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 30. It's like dividing 72 by 3, which 72 divided by 3 is 24. Okay, and then we can just feed that back into one of the equations. I'm going to feed it into the y equals 60x because it's smaller. So y is equal to 60 times 24. Okay, that's like 60 times 24. I'm just going to say like 6 times 24, which is the same as 12 times 12. So that's going to give me a 144 with a 0 on it. So 1,440. To answer in full sentences. For a certain number of phones sold, he will have the same salary regardless of the salary offered. What is the salary? So the salary is $1,440 after having sold 24 phones. All right.